So the government agreed to be a joint venture in this so that we can be able to possibly penetrate every little rural area of South Sudan and replicate the universal banking model we have in Kenya, in South Sudan. CoBank Foundation, just to mention that we've been a responsible citizen, and even as the bank has continued to make more money, we've continued to invest in various CSR programs. And the one I want to highlight today is the school fees program we have blight and needy students from all over the country. As we speak today, we are educating over 1,404 students in secondary schools. And then after we pick these students every year. We pick 350 every year from all over the country, 50 per legion. We have 8 legions. For the purpose of our governance structure, Coastal and Northeastern is 1 legion. That's why there are 7 legions. And we pick 50 per legion. There are 350 every year, 1,400. Then at the end of every year, we then pick the top 4 per province, per legion, and we sponsor at the university. So currently, we have 2 lots at the university, and we have 56 students now that we are sponsoring at university level. For us as CoBank, we encourage those students to pursue what they want to be. If somebody has a quality to be a doctor, we encourage them to be doctors. It's not a recruitment pool for us. We want those students to do what they want. There's some who are engineers, there's some who are doctors. We encourage them to pursue the careers of their choice. And we have another 50 million we are discussing with DEG, the German Development Bank. So as we speak, we are talking over 14 billion of Forex lines, long-term funds that we have sourced. So our balance sheet is very, very, very strong. We have capacity to really continue to grow, to generate the massive growth that we are going through. In conclusion, I'm saying we are optimistic that the challenging economic environment will ease with inflation and interest rates coming down. And Monday will come and go. On Monday we'll go, we'll do what we have to do, elect our leaders, and on Tuesday we'll report for business and Kenya will go on. Thank you very much for coming this morning. To respond to any other comment or any question that you may have on what I've gone through this morning. Let me say thank you very much for your time. We thank you. Thank you and God bless you. I move back?
Yes. Thank you.
Sawa?
Okay, Mr. Mwenyekiti.
Yes.
Yeah. Someone should kill the music. 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 Okay, 57% growth. What are you attributing this particular to?
Yeah, CoBank has just reported our year 2012 financials, and we have reported an almost 10 billion profit before tax for the year 2012. That was a growth, an incredible growth of 57% from the 6.3 billion that we had in the year 2011. The one thing that has really seen the big growth for the bank is a growth in the account numbers. As a bank, 2-3 years back, we really focused in a very unique way to growing the number of accounts in the bank. And we took it upon every member of staff in the bank to bring at least 5 accounts every month. The power of this has been incredible. In 2008, CoBank had only 700,000 accounts. It is incredible that within a period of less than 5 years, we've been able to grow the number of accounts from 700,000 accounts to the current 3.2 million accounts. Now, The power of this number is the transaction-based income that you are able to generate, be it by way of personal fees and ledger fees, ATM fees, forex fees from this number of customers with us. And the beauty of this is that this is sustainable income, because it means the customers are with you, the customers will continue being with you. And so what we've done is we've also invested in an enhanced branch network. In terms of the county banking, county governance structure under our new constitution, 3 years back we identified very prime locations that we felt our bank needed to be in all over the country. We identified over 57 branches. We opened 7 of those branches in year 2011. Last year we opened over 20 branches, and we expect to open another possibly 30 branches this year, which are under construction. This has a double benefit. The double benefit of this also is, as we are expanding and opening new branches, we are optimizing our staff. We are not going to be retrenching anybody in core bank, but we are going to use the staff from the establishment, and we downsize the number of staff in the various operations, and these are the staff that are going to these new outlets. Already as we speak, the branches we opened earlier, over 85% of them are already breaking even, so it's very good. So the growth in account numbers has been commendable. We have also increased our agency banking outlets. Currently, CoBank has over 5,000 Kopkwa Jilani outlets out there. Very, very popular, very, very popular. In 2012, for instance, we saw over 6.1 billion Kenyan shilling collected through those agents. It's very powerful.
Yes, in terms of transactions, you borrowed quite some of money in terms of dollars to service your dollar-based transactions. How has it been so far, considering you're moving to South Sudan?
Yes, what we did is, with the liquidity constraints that were there in the market last year, when banks were not able to substantially grow their balance sheets, we decided to go offshore and borrow from a couple of institutions in order to be able to support our customers who have a foreign US dollar or euro income base. And we got, in total, we have about now 14 billion from IFC, from European Investment Bank, and from French Development Agency. Again, these funds are available in US dollars to our customers to support the various expansion programs that they have. And so that also helped us, because we have now drawn, some of those funds, and the balance will be coming in this year. So we expect that to be of really good support to our customer base. We are happy South Sudan is kicking up now. We went to South Sudan in a very unique way because we felt we needed to, by our very nature as a cooperative bank, a bank owned by the millions of Kenyans out there. When we went to South Sudan, we had a burden to make sure that we carried the people of South Sudan with us. And we told the government the need for the government of South Sudan to invest in a bank that will be the people's bank in South Sudan. And so we went by way of a joint venture. Core Bank of Kenya owns 51%. The government of South Sudan owns 49% of that bank. Because we want to replicate the universal banking model that we have in Kenya and South Sudan, so that we are able to help them form cooperatives, form circles, form marketing cooperatives, even in the rural areas, such that they are able to have a well-established cooperative banking system in that nation also.
On the same, what challenges have you been facing, given that earlier it was January, then you moved to February, right now you're talking about April? What challenges have you been
I think the challenges that we faced was construction in South Sudan takes slightly longer than in Kenya, on account of building materials, and possibly even the contractors that are doing this are in Kenya. And so they have to transport the equipment through Uganda by road to get to South Sudan. So it takes slightly longer. Indeed, we thought earlier would open by 1st of March. I think we have had a couple of weeks delay, but now we are sure, very optimistic that by April we'll open our first operations.
And then you decided to retain quite amount of funds instead of going to the market and looking for them. Why
Yes.
is this the right strategy?
We thought that's a good strategy for us because we have done well. We have done very well with a 10 billion profit for CoBank. Is an exceptional good performance in the year. And we thought there is wisdom not in paying a very generous dividend. Then you go to the same shareholders, by over rights issue, asking for money from the same people. So we decided, the board of directors in the wisdom said, pay an enhanced dividend of 50 cents per share from 40 cents per share last year, and the rest of the money, over 5.2 billion, retaining the balance sheet to support growth.
Finally, what new opportunities do you see especially after transition in the government?
Kenya is on the threshold for massive things and massive growth. We have matured as a nation. Monday will be peaceful, I assure you that. I assure you that we'll have peaceful elections on Monday from where I sit. And on Tuesday, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, we'll be in the office doing the business and serving Kenyans and doing what needs to be done. The opportunities presenting themselves in the oil sector, the gas sector, of course the investment in infrastructure. This is the year of Jubilee for our great nation, and there are great things ahead.
Okay.
Yes, in terms of regional expansion, indeed, we did prioritize South Sudan. South Sudan was prioritized, one, because of the size of the market, two, in the context of the number of players in that market. Is a virgin land, but we are also looking at Uganda, we're looking at Rwanda, and we're also looking at Tanzania at this moment in time.
From your expansion plans, I've realized Cobank is expanding more on brick and mortar. What about mobile banking? Where does mobile banking stand?
Mobile banking is a very big network for Cobank. Today, you'll be pleased to know that Cobank has 1.2 million customers using our m-banking platform, and we made over 1 billion Kenyan shillings in fees from mobile banking. So focus for us then is, imagine the power of, you have 3.2 million customers. Today, as we speak, 75% of those customers, yes, 75% of those customers are using only one service. So the focus for us this year is cross-selling more services to this strong customer base of 3.2 million customers.
You mentioned about 30 branches. In which locations are they? And what is the current number right now? What will it take?
Yes, currently we have a massive network of over 114 branches that are operational at the moment. We have another 30 that are going to open this year. So possibly by the end of the year, we should be looking at 134 branches.
Regionally?
This is in Kenya only. If we add the branches, another 6 in South Sudan, by the end of the year, we'll be looking at over 140 branches in the region.
Locations in the country?
They're everywhere, in every county. Yeah. In fact, I tell you that I think it's only 1 or 2 counties where Cobank doesn't have a presence now. We are literally in every county in this country.
And sorry, what are your thoughts on the new tax that was imposed on financial transactions? I think it affects also some banking services.
Yeah, I don't have a comment on that at the moment. I think there's a team looking at it. When I'm better informed, I can comment on that later.
Okay.
Yes.
Also talks about the fact that you study cooperative, focusing more on cooperative, and you are moving away from not where you are making money.
Yes.
Is that a strategy